Now, I'm assuming you haven't set your alarm clock for tomorrow morning yet, but perhaps this is something to consider. Concerns that too many of us are taking our phones to bed instead of using traditional clocks. Well, one head teacher of a girls' school in Hampton has given hundreds of alarm clocks to pupils to stop them taking their phones to bed. Well, she joins us now. Heather Hanbury, welcome to the programme. A drastic measure or just a bit of a gimmick?
I suppose in a way a bit of both, actually. I think the issue of children getting a good night's sleep is a very, very serious issue. And when I talked to the girls about this in assembly, I wanted them to understand quite how seriously we take it. For their learning, for their mental health, for all aspects of their lives, they need to get a good night's sleep.
And what are you noticing in terms of the effects on phones on these teenagers and their sleep?
Well, we know that a lot of our students take their phones into the bedroom. I know parents struggle with this. They try very hard. I encourage them to keep the phones out of the bedroom, iPads, computers, televisions, all of that technology. But I know that girls come into school in the morning, and the same in all schools, I'm sure, having had a broken night's sleep and not perhaps as alert as they might be, and perhaps not in as good a mood as they might be if they'd slept well.
And how have the children reacted to this, whether you look at it as a carrot or a stick, I suppose?
Yes. I think they were quite shocked that I had gone to such an extent to encourage them to sleep properly and not to use their phone as an excuse that it was an alarm clock. And it certainly has made them sit up and take notice. Of course, I can't force them to take their alarm clock and not their phone into their bedroom, but I'm hoping that parents will find this as a useful tool when they're trying to persuade their daughters to leave their phones outside.
And do any of the girls ask you, do you do the same? Do you not take your phone to the bedroom? Are you leading by example?
I am. I have never taken my telephone into the bedroom. I don't have a television. I have nothing technological in my bedroom at all.
And there might be people that sort of say, look, actually, this is the job of the parents. It's not for the school to get involved in this. What do you say to that?
Well, it is a school's job to educate the children, and I'm educating them about the reasons why sleep matters so much, and it matters hugely to their ability to learn. So I was giving them some examples of scientific research that has proven the vital role that sleep plays in our learning as well as in our mental health and our physical health. And then moving on from that, it makes logical sense to show, I suppose, in a way, a very dramatic way, look, we really, really don't want you taking your phones and technology to bed at night.
Doesn't this highlight the whole issue of social media for young people? The challenges for parents in this day and age, should they be limiting it? How much is too much? What is your advice as a head teacher?
Well, clearly, the key thing about social media is to encourage young people to understand how to control it rather than letting it control them. So there's no point in just banning it. There's no point in telling them they mustn't use these things. And I think it's really important for parents to keep on side with their children, to know what their children are doing online, to be interested in what they're doing, so they will keep communication open and talk about it. We do a lot of educating in school about what is wise and unwise, how to be safe online. That is part of our role. We also educate parents, because a lot of parents don't know, I'm not an expert on this, but we bring experts in. Well, I do, I really do. And my hope is that if I'm giving them any leverage and any help at all, then I'm delighted to be doing that.
OK. Heather Hanbury, thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you.